Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to Take 5. I'm your host, Carla Salinas, and if you're a plant lover, you need to check out this super cool place. Welcome to Plant Mommy in Edinburgh.
Calling all plant lovers, your home away from home has just arrived. Located in Edinburgh, Plant Mommy is the Valley's newest and hottest plant shop.
What I wanted to do with Plant Mommy was bring a fun space, to plant lovers. So I know there's not really many places where people can go in and purchase their plants besides, the regular Lowe's, Home Depot. So I wanted somewhere where people can come in.
Owner and founder Eileen Rosillo says the idea for Plant Mommy came from her love of plants, something she picked up while working at her aunt's flower shop.
So before this, I was working at my aunt's flower shop. It's Elva's Flower Shop. She's been in business for about 30 years now. And so from there, we started getting more into the plant business, and we thought it'd be a great idea to do something similar to a flower shop, but just solely plants.
On top of an array of plants, Plant Mommy also carries a variety of crystals, incense, and plant holders. But what makes this place so unique are the hard-to-find inventory Eileen makes sure to keep in stock.
So really we want to bring in different plants, things that people have never seen before, and a little bit of, what everyone is comfortable with, what everyone is used to. But I think what's different about our plant shop is a lot of times where places that you sell crystals or plants, herbs, it's a very mellow space, and we kind of want to bring it, upbeat, fun, taking pictures in our little selfie area. So, we wanted to do something a little bit more upbeat.
And if you're like me and can't seem to keep a plant alive to save your life, Plant Mommy also offers services to help you along the way.
We offer, different services like helping you with repotting, or, even if it's just a question, we'll give you our best advice as far as our experience with certain plants. So, you can give us a phone call, send us a message. We try to be as responsive as possible, just to help out.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Eileen says she soon hopes to host workshops that will help others in the Valley bring out their inner plant mommy or daddy.
Plan is to eventually do little workshops where people can come and do their own plants. We want to do something called Build Your Own Fairy Garden. So yeah, just bringing a fun space to all plant lovers and, somewhere where everyone can have fun.
You can visit Plant Mommy for yourself at 2260 South Business Highway in Edinburgh. For more information on inventory and upcoming markets and workshops, visit Plant Mommy on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. For Take 5, I'm Millicent Olivares.
Mushrooms can be used for many things, supplements and fertilizer, but of course to add to your meals. This group is using mushrooms to its full potential. Our Trista Castillo checks out One Up Mushrooms. Check it out.
Did you know 2 tons of mushrooms are grown each year in Mission, Texas? We visited a mushroom lab to see how all these fungi are grown. What started off as a side project with some friends is now a complete commercial business that is dedicated to growing the highest quality mushrooms for the Rio Grande Valley. This lab is called One Up Mushroom Products, and it's a company dedicated to growing mushrooms. Although these mushrooms may look out of this world, they can actually be consumed in different ways and have great health benefits.
All mushrooms are very nutritious, so they all have vitamins and minerals, and they're all really good for, as a healthy part of your diet. Well, I should say all gourmet mushrooms because, we have toxic mushrooms that are not going to be good for you if you eat them.
Their catalog is divided into different categories such as gourmet and wellness. Most of these products are sold in restaurants across the valley.
We have the lion's mane mushroom. We have right here some chestnuts. These are the blue oysters, but we also grow black pearl mushrooms. We grow reishi. We grow other seasonal varieties that are not here right now, so we kind of rotate in and out some of the mushroom varieties.
They also created 2 extracts using lion's mane and reishi. You can put a few drops of these extracts in your coffee or tea to help with mood, sleep, and stress.
They're both really good for fighting inflammation. They have really high levels of antioxidants. On top of that, lion's mane is really good for the nervous system. It has compounds that have been shown in research to stimulate the growth of neurons in your brain, and it also repairs damaged nerves in your peripheral nervous system. So that's why a lot of people take it as a brain supplement, because it helps with things like memory, concentration, focus, just that mental clarity.
As I mentioned earlier, this lab provides mushrooms for local RGV restaurants, so there's a chance you probably have eaten these mushrooms before.
We want to produce high quality mushrooms for our area, right? We also want to provide food security. So by growing mushrooms, not only do we feed people healthy things, but we also put Mission on the map as producers for these mushrooms.
If you want to try these mushrooms, you can find One Up Mushrooms at the McAllen's Farmers Market or visit their website, oneupmushroomproducts.com. For Take 5, I'm Trista Castillo.
While you're in the city of Mission, you have to visit this place, whether it be for brunch, lunch, or dinner, or maybe even just drinks. The Loretto has it all.
Today we're taking you to the Loretto in Mission, where we spoke with owner Robbie Gonzalez on how this business is taking brunch, lunch, and dinner to the next level. Okay, Robbie, we're here at your gorgeous restaurant here in Mission, and personally, I've been coming to this restaurant since the beginning with my friends and family, and I've seen the evolution. Can you talk to me a little bit about that, on how you've grown it to how it is right now?
Definitely. First of all, thank you for coming over. Yes, in 2015, my parents built this beautiful restaurant, and during that time I was studying in school. They pretty much put in the hard part of the blood, sweat, and tears, and when I took over the restaurant in 2017, and little by little getting ideas from, traveling abroad, studying in different cities throughout Texas, I was able to get little pieces of places that I love and brought them down here. So yeah, we've evolved into a different restaurant than we opened, and every day it just seems like we're getting better and better.
And also, you said you do have a lot of events here as well.
Yes, we do. We do private events in our patio and our private rooms, and we have recently been doing a lot more outside caterings. So if people want to get married at their beautiful ranch or at the island, but they want Loretto food, they can always give us a call, and we'll go out and cater for them. If you're looking for a private events, we have a full-time event coordinator. You can reach her at 956-400-2008, and we'd love to take care of you and host your next party.
Awesome. Now, Robbie, I know while we're filming this, it's 9:30 in the morning, but how about we get some dinner and some drinks?
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Okay, Robbie, we had our coffee. Now it's time to talk about these plates right here. Can you explain them to me a little bit?
Definitely. This is something that a typical, what you'd see here.
We got another one right here.
Awesome. So these are our chicken chilaquiles. They come on a bed of black beans, shredded chicken, queso fresco, homemade salsa. It comes with avocado and some pickled onions. This is our roasted red snapper. It has a carrot puree, sauteed spinach, shallots, and onions. We have a braised short rib that we cook overnight in the oven. It has garlic infused mashed potatoes, pancetta, sauteed mushrooms, and a beautiful red wine reduction sauce that comes off the top. Here at the Loretto, we try our best to always get the freshest and the top ingredients. If you notice, most of our dishes are simple, but they have quality ingredients, so it makes it so much easier to cook with.
The Loretto is located at 1233 East Griffin Parkway in Mission for all your fine dining needs. For Take 5, I'm Trista Castillo.
Still ahead, a local nonprofit is helping kids with basic needs. How you can help when Take 5 returns.
The Edinburgh Rainbow Room is an emergency center that provides free items such as clothes and shoes to children. And joining us today to talk all about it is Emma Manchaca. Emma, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me about the Rainbow Room.
Well, the Rainbow Room is an emergency resource room located inside of the Child Protective Services offices, and it's there to provide for the needs of children, especially if they've been removed from the home 24/7. So that's available for our caseworkers to provide for our kiddos. But I mean, it's grown to be so much more than just a brick and mortar entity. The organization that oversees the Rainbow Room, Rainbow RGV Community Partners, is a 501c3 nonprofit, and we try to help supply the Rainbow Room, but also help our caseworkers solve issues that they have with families as well.
And tell me, what's in the room? I know we talked about clothes and shoes, but you were telling me there are other things that you guys keep too.
Absolutely. We have new clothing, new shoes for our kiddos. We also have cleaning supplies for maybe our kids that are aging out, or if we're working with a family that is very financially impacted, then we have those supplies to help that family.
And the need is very great. Tell me about when someone walks in, a child, and their reaction to the Rainbow Room.
Well, you know, it's very touching because when a child is removed from the home, they're impacted in many different ways. But coming into our office, it's a sterile environment. They don't understand it, they don't know anyone, and they don't understand what's going on. This is why the Rainbow Room is so important. We had a child that went through, honestly, we thought it was a little boy, and this child was a little girl who had only ever worn her brother's hand-me-downs. And we had a beautiful pair of Converse there that was pink and purple glitter, and she tried them on and she looked at me and she said, "They fit." I said, "That's great." And then she says, "When do I have to give them back?" And I remember just being taken aback by that. I said, "You don't have to give them back." I said, "Those are yours to keep." But she was happy having these beautiful shoes, little girl clothing. She looked like a beautiful little girl by the time we were done. I know she came into the office scared and unsure. By the time she left, she was happy and she was hopeful.
So if someone needs to donate, or someone would like, watching right now, wants to donate, how do they do that?
Well, we accept new clothing donations inside our offices, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I know we have members in the community that want to donate some of their used clothing that is in very good condition. And luckily, we've partnered with Green Earth Recycling, and they can find any of our big giant yellow donation bins and take those used clothing donations or used shoes, used toys to them. They will launder, they will sterilize, and anything that we can use, we keep. The rest turns into a monetary donation for us.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Emma, for being here. Thank you for the Rainbow Room and for empowering the RGV. If you would like to donate to the Rainbow Room, you could find those yellow boxes around the RGV, or you could contact Emma today at 956-270-2284. Thank you so much.
Thank
for everything
you.
that you do.
Hey guys, we're back with another Made in the 956 Extra, and I'm here with Channel 5 News anchor Trey Serna. Trey, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Trey, give us a lowdown. What's going on this week?
So Carla, I have a question. Would you believe me if I told you that there's a cannabis shop open right here in the Valley?
Are they operating legally?
Let me tell you, that's the question that the owners of Cura get asked all the time. So the shop is in Mission. Raul Hinojosa opened it with his brother, and they're able to operate in Texas because everything they sell has an amount of THC that's considered legal in Texas. Now, those changes, he tells me, came in 2018 when the Farm Bill passed. But this isn't your typical cannabis shop. They opened it to offer Valley residents alternative medicine. Their grandfather passed away from cancer years ago, but it was through this type of medicine that they say gave him an extra year of life. That's why it was also important for them to open the shop across the hospital in Mission. They know this type of treatment comes with a stigma, but it's a stigma that through education that they're hoping that they can break.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, and it was really fascinating to find out the legality behind it all and just the different strains, and just there's a lot to it, and it's a never changing process because the laws are constantly changing as well. So.
And I'm assuming they sell it in sort of different forms?
In different forms, and they give consultation services so people know what they're getting, and it's just an alternative medicine that they want people to try. And if people want to try it out, they can go to their website. It's trycura.com, and they're located in Mission right across from the hospital.
Well, we'll have to check them out.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for joining us, Trey.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, guys, don't go anywhere. Here's what's coming up on Take 5. An exciting, one-of-a-kind shopping experience you don't want to miss. All the details in just 2 minutes.
The following segment is supported by Velvet Magnolia.
Nothing's better than getting your hands on some unique, furniture pieces, and we're at the perfect spot for you. Today we're at Velvet Magnolia in Harlingen with Anne, Lori, and Madison. Thank you so much for having us here today.
Thank you for letting us be here.
Yes. It's so beautiful here. It's so pretty. There's so many unique pieces here. Now, tell me a little bit on how you started.
So we started during the pandemic, and we were doing remodels and new homes and all of those things, and we just decided that we wanted to do something that would allow us a little more time with our families.
Has this always been a passion of yours?
It was for both of us, and the great thing about it was we kept shopping for clients when we were doing their design work, and we really couldn't find unique pieces here in the Valley. So we were having to go to Dallas and Atlanta and market and buy them, but we couldn't get them at a decent price. So we decided if we opened a warehouse and her husband found the business idea, we could bring all those pieces at a better price, bring them here for the Valley to find. And so even though it's one day a month, everybody knows when we're open, they can come and shop, and they can find unique designer pieces at, I think, a fraction of what they would find anywhere else. And again, it's not cheap furniture. I don't want people to think when they think wholesale, they think cheap. No, these are designer pieces, and prices are all over the board.
And this is curated by you two, right?
Absolutely. We think every piece should be curated, and you should live in a home that reflects who you are. And what we love to do is, we give us a budget and we'll work with your budget. We definitely want them to have a unique home, but also bringing in some of what their own history is. And so we work with clients, even from corporate offices to just local homes, and we can do it one room at a time. So if people have unique design needs, they can come in and talk to us. I mean, we just have a lot of fun, and we want people to go on our pages and look for us and see what we have. And
you can call our Google number or message us on our social media pages. Every week you should be getting a new update on new items, what we have coming, what we have in the store, and what you will be seeing on our second Saturday sale.
Also, for someone who has never been to Velvet Magnolia, what would you tell them?
It's not going to be like anything else you've ever seen. Every customer that we have coming through, and I think you'll see when you look at the background that it's different. You don't expect it when you walk in the door. And Anne can attest, and Madison, that people walk in and go, oh, wait a minute. They see the warehouse from the street.
I know. In Harlingen.
Yes.
Like 3 rounds and they're still missing something on the wall.
Yes.
Or a rug or a light fixture. I mean, it's just
bedding.
Really have to take everything in.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for having me here. It was such a pleasure to talk to you guys about this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And everyone watching at home, make sure to follow them on social media just to get updated and visit Velvet Magnolia over here in Harlingen.
It's a serious topic, and one hospital is hosting a walk to hope and inspire. How you can be a part of this to help raise awareness for suicide prevention next.
Following segment is supported by South Texas Health System.
Take a part in South Texas Health System's Chalk the Walk, Hope and Inspiration Walk, and here to help spread the word to our community about Suicide Prevention Awareness Month is Tom Castañeda with South Texas Health Systems. Tom, thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you for the invitation to come on.
So Tom, obviously this is, a very tough conversation to have, but it's also a very important one. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death here in the U.S., and it's just so important to have events like these to let the community know that they're not alone.
Exactly. So this is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Suicide is a leading cause of death in the United States, especially for the age groups between 85 and above, and those between the ages of 24 to 34. Every 11 minutes, somebody dies by suicide, and every 26 seconds, someone attempts suicide in the United States, according to the CDC. So it is a serious problem that we really want to raise awareness about and hopefully prevent suicides in our community. So STHS Behavioral is really committed to the cause, and we are having our Chalk the Walk, Hope and Inspiration Walk that's going to be happening on Saturday, September 9th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
And I really love what you guys are doing for this year's event. You guys are going to be walking around and kind of doing some inspirational messages for the community. Tell us a little bit about how it's going to work this year.
So what we do is we have a short program where we have some speakers talking about suicide prevention. We have people in the community who have possibly lost someone to suicide speaking about how that impacted the family. We do a hope and inspiration walk around the South Texas Health System Behavioral Campus to really remember those that we lost to suicide. But the really impactful thing that we do is we invite the entire community to write chalk messages of hope and inspiration in the parking lot and all along the route. A bunch of different messages that really show that you as a community are here for everyone and anyone who may be struggling with mental health challenges or suicidal ideation.
Now, Tom, if someone does want to participate in this very special event, when and what time do they need to get there?
If you would like to participate, all you have to do is write your own messages of hope and inspiration at your business, at your house, and share them with us on social media. All you have to do is tag at STX Health System and use the hashtag STHS Chalk the Walk. And we are actually going to be sharing those on our social media accounts throughout the month of September, since it is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. Or you can just show up on the day of, on Saturday, September 9th, and write your own message of inspiration to anyone and everyone in the community who may be struggling with mental health challenges and suicidal ideation.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Tom, and thank you so much for everything that you guys are doing for our community. Okay, guys, here's some other community events happening across the valley. Tacos y Tequila Fest is happening today at South Padre Island starting at 3 p.m. Visit sopadre.com for more information. Camille's Playhouse presents Rock of Ages September 8th until the 17th. Visit camilleplayhouse.net for tickets or for more information. An anime fiesta is going on at the McAllen Convention Center Friday, September 8th through the 10th. Visit tixr.com for tickets. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday morning with us. Join us next weekend as we surprise the Take 5 All-Stars Week 2 winners. Plus, we get ready to celebrate 16 de septiembre. See you next Saturday at 10:30. Have a great week, everyone.